Hello, fellow Toastmasters. My name is Esther Phahla. I am a past district director from District 12. I served in 2015, 2016 with a great team that led our district to President's Distinguished for the first time in 20 years. We utilized this book. This is one of my favorite books. I used it for my personal goals and professional goals. And then I thought, let me bring it to the district and see whether it will help us, and it did. So this is the 12-week year for you and your lab. Let's dive in. We are going to look at the what, why, how, when, and where. What is the 12-week year system? It's an execution system. What do we mean by execution? We mean results. We mean focus. We mean your accomplishments. We mean implementation, not just the planning. We mean done, complete, action, productive, not busy. Why the 12-week year? You get more done in 12 weeks than others do in 12 months. You are redefining the year. You are throwing out the annual plan. It creates a healthy sense of urgency and you avoid overwhelm. How does it work? This is based on 8 fundamental elements of a project. You must have a vision. It involves planning, process control, measurement, how you use your time, accountability, commitment, and greatness in the moment. These are further broken down into the 3 core principles, which are accountability, commitment, and greatness in the moment, and further broken down into 5 disciplines: vision, planning, process control, measurement, and time use. Vision. Your vision should be big enough that it makes you feel at least a little bit uncomfortable. We all know that when we are in our comfortable zone, we are not growing. Planning. The plan structure has 5 criteria. Make your goals specific and measurable. State them positively as though you have already achieved them. Ensure they are a realistic stretch. Assign accountability, and they must be time-bound. With process control, this is a weekly routine. What does your weekly plan look like? Your weekly accountability meetings. Are you scoring your week? That's the only way you can control the process. Measurement. You are looking at your lead and lag indicators. Your lead is everything you are doing leading up to those results. Those are your lag indicators. All you need is an 85% score, a good old B. That's your best score. No A students here. B is good enough. Feedback is very important. Just like in Toastmasters, we thrive on feedback. That's how we grow. And that's how we can progress through the system. Time use, it's all about time blocking. The time blocking involves 3 ways. It could be buffer blocks, strategic blocks, and breakout blocks. With buffer blocks are short, 30 minutes to 1 hour, 2 times per day. The strategic blocks are a little bit longer, 3 hours once a week. Your breakout blocks, you are looking at 3 hours once a month. Accountability. This is all about ownership, not punishment. You own it, it's yours, you are not being punished. What does ownership look like? If you want different results, then you need to be willing to do things differently and do different things. Ponder on that, pause for a minute, and think about all of this. When you are doing the same thing over and over, and the results are not great, it's time for you to change. That's taking ownership. Commitment. This is a personal promise. A personal promise, it's a commitment to yourself and a commitment to others. Then go public with whatever it is you're working on. This is my favorite one, greatness in the moment. Greatness is not achieved when the result is reached, but rather long before that, when you choose to do the things that you know you need to do. For example, let's take an athlete. Athletes don't just wake up today and hope that they can go to the Olympics and win the gold. No, they're constantly training, they're building up, they're qualifying for the locals, regionals, international. Same here in Toastmasters, we look at people going for the world champion of public speaking. They start in our clubs, move on to area, division, district, and eventually we see them at the convention. But they did not just wake up one day. They kept practicing, they go to the clubs, they get feedback. Therefore, embrace greatness in the moment. When this system is applicable day in, day out, it has to be part of you, what you do on a daily basis. Your weekly routine defines everything, your buffer blocks, strategic blocks, breakout block, and even how you are scoring yourself, that 85%. Where it's applicable in every area of your life. I used it first for my own personal goals. I used it in my business professionally. Then I brought it into Toastmasters to my team. And it worked out very well. It's applicable in every area of your life. Now let's take a look at your Toastmasters Club. Do you remember the first time you walked into a Toastmasters Club? I love this resource. This resource walks you through from prospect to guest to member. It helps you how to recruit new members. The step-by-step, it can be found on the Toastmasters website. You can download it, you can purchase some. Even when you are having an expo or going out to events, you set out a Toastmasters table. These are good for you to refer to and read to, especially as you need to grow your membership. This is where you say yes to Toastmasters, while all now currently members of Toastmasters. But how did it start? It starts with a membership application and payment, right? And then your club performs an induction ceremony. They voted you in. When new members join your club, make it special. Provide a Toastmasters pin after they're inducted. The Toastmasters pin is always a conversation piece. When I wear it out at events, community events, people are always asking, what is it? Then it gives me an opportunity to talk about Toastmasters and even invite them to my clubs. When you induct your new members as well, do not forget the Toastmasters promise. We tend to overlook this and tell our new members, oh, you must have seen this in the application. No, recite it there. It's a nice reminder and it reinforces what this is all about. As a member of Toastmasters International and my club, I promise to attend club meetings regularly, to prepare all of my projects to the best of my ability, basing them on the Toastmasters education program, to prepare for and fulfill meeting assignments, to provide fellow members with helpful, constructive evaluations, to help the club maintain the positive, friendly environment necessary for all members to learn and grow, to serve my club as an officer when called upon to do so, to treat my fellow club members and our guests with respect and courtesy, to bring guests to club meetings so they can see the benefits Toastmasters membership offers, to adhere to the guidelines and rules for all Toastmasters education and recognition programs, to act within Toastmasters core values of integrity, respect, service, and excellence during conduct of all Toastmasters activities. These 10 promises, that's the individual commitment during the induction ceremony. I call it discovering your gold. Now that you know your promise, let's talk about the club mission. At the beginning of every Toastmasters meeting, I would like to encourage all club presidents to recite this. This is a reminder of all of our members why they are there. We provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. That is why we join our clubs. Now the journey begins for that new member. They have a mentor. The mentor provides guidance. They get started on that first speech, that icebreaker speech. We get to know them as a new member. They now get started on less demanding meeting roles, our counter, grammarian, timer, and table topics master. They can move on to their second speech, and then they get on to more leadership, Toastmaster of the day, how to run a meeting from start to finish on time. They can be a speech evaluator and then do a general evaluation of the meeting. Eventually, this member completes level 1, and guess what? This can all be done within the 12 weeks, win-win for all. Level 1 completion equals to member accomplishment equals to club accomplishment. We all win. You came for yourself when you joined Toastmasters, and here you are when you complete your levels, your educational goals, you're contributing to your community, your club. You are a team player. The journey to humanizing the Distinguished Club program begins with you, the member. Without you, the member, there is no Toastmasters Club. Hence, our Toastmasters pyramid, we are at the top as members of Toastmasters. Again, within 12 weeks as a new member, level 1 and meeting roles can be accomplished in a self-paced environment. That leads to club quality. And at club quality results in existing members being retained and new members joining because they're enjoying the program, they're learning. It's all about member experience. When our members are happy, our members stay. One way we can check ourselves so that we stay on track, Toastmasters use the tool Moments of Truth. If you have not explored this, I urge you to take a look at it. It's a very nice, brief brochure that you can take a look at. It's based on the 6 pillars. First impressions. Do you greet your guests when they walk into your Toastmasters club? Are they welcomed? Membership orientation, that new member. Do they get orientation on the program? Do you help them log in into the pathway? Do you show them around how to do the counter role, the timer role? Fellowship, variety, and communication. Are you enjoying each other as members of Toastmasters? Many of the friendships are formed in our clubs. Program planning and meeting organization. Do your meetings have agendas? Do you start and end on time? Do you have great themes, enjoyable ones? Do you have fun? Membership strength. Is your club at membership strength? Do you have 20 members? Are you constantly recruiting? Achievement recognition. When your members finish their levels, do you recognize them? The Vice President Education should be doing this. Recognition equals motivation. Of course, we know, like life, not all clubs are successful. We face challenges. This is where Moments of Truth can help you take a look at, is my club doing well? Just like us as human beings, again, when we are sick, we go see a doctor for a diagnosis. Moments of Truth is what I call our health checkup. And perhaps maybe it's time to get a coach, just like when you go to a doctor. A coach can help guide this club to success. Once again, take a look at the chart on the Toastmasters website. We have our leaders, like every organization. We need leaders to help guide us. The executive committee of our Toastmasters Club, this is who keeps our club strong. It's made up of several members: the president, vice president education, vice president membership, vice president public relations, the secretary, treasurer, and sergeant at arms. Our club leaders have a specific focus. They can create a budget. They'll be working on a club success plan. Like every business, you need a plan. If you don't have a plan, you plan to fail. They strategize for success in the Distinguished Club program. They create and oversee other club committees as necessary. Let's dive into the Distinguished Club program. Did you know that 60% of this program is all made up of education awards? What we came to do. We're now working on in pathways. The review is that we need 4 level 1 awards. Those new members, if you recruit 4 new members at the beginning of the year, those new members could easily achieve their level 1s within 12 weeks. The existing members could be working on other level, 2 level 2 awards, 2 more level 2s, 2 level 3 awards, then the seasoned members, level 4, level 5, and the Distinguished Toastmaster Award, and 1 more level 4, level 5, and Distinguished Toastmaster Award. It's all about you. This is our education program. If we embrace pathways, we succeed. It continues right along now into the membership category. This is where we are sharing the benefits of Toastmasters with others. Ralph C. Smedley, our founder, said it best. Let us share the benefits we have gained with others. Goal 7 and 8, you recruit 4 new members and you recruit 4 more new members. That's 8 members. Training. You are here at training today. A minimum of 4 officers are required, but I always encourage our clubs, go for all 7 because you are going to work together as 7 club officers, including the 8th officer, the immediate past, who's now the advisor with knowledge of past history. This happens twice a year. You get your training now, June, July, August. Then there's another training that follows December, January, and February. Every organization needs leaders to guide it. The club officers lead the way, and they lead by example. Trained club officers are better able to serve their members. Continuing education is provided to them at the trainings. That's another win-win because club officers are gaining transferable skills for the real world. If you can be trusted with little, you can be trusted with more. For example, the president is like the CEO, just on a smaller scale. VP education, that's human resources. You are working on education for your organization. VP membership, you are learning sales and marketing. VP public relations, that's publicity and branding. Treasurer, you're learning how to manage money you're paying for the membership dues. You keep your club in good standing. Secretary, that's the executive assistant. Sergeant at arms, facilities managers. I put these 8 pins here to say if your club has a good petty cash, or you have a good bank account, you can buy these. They are currently about $60. When you install the new officers, they can get new pins and proudly wear them for serving you. Lastly, administration. Goal 10A and 10B. 10A is on-time payment of membership dues, accompanied by the names of 8 members, at least 3 of whom must be renewing members for 1 period. This is where members are reinvesting in themselves by staying with the program. Goal 10B is on-time submission of club officer lists. These are the officers that have just been elected, therefore you submit them online. For them also to be known that these are your representatives. Membership requirement, this one is huge. Was constantly facing a challenge with membership, but as I said, 1 new member per month should just be the goal, because by the end of the year, you can easily have 12 members. Club strength is regarded as 20. You can have more, or a net growth of 3 currently. It used to be 5. I don't know if it will probably change. The best part or the goal you can create for your club, 1 new member per month. That's easy. That equals to 3 new members per 12 weeks, and that results in 12 new members per year. The Distinguished Club program at a glance, it's all divided into 4. You have your educational goals, your membership, your training, and administration. Let's talk about this. Your club, that's your home. You must treat it as such. You treat your homes with respect. You take ownership of it. This is the foundation, and it has a ripple effect. How? The Distinguished Club, when your club is distinguished, it pours into 3 areas. It's a distinguished area, distinguished division, and ultimately a distinguished district. By you simply working on yourself as a member, it takes care of many areas, and you are contributing to the success of a much bigger home. People join clubs, not the district, not Toastmasters International, but ultimately we are all members of Toastmasters International, but know that you are a member of your club. Let's break down the 12-week year. We can start with 6 months, July 1st to December 31st, then break it down further, July 1st to September 30th, 12 weeks. You could easily achieve 25% of education awards as part of your club success plan. Make it a goal. Put 3 new members as a goal, or even have a stretch goal. 5 new reinstated or dual members when you follow the Smedley campaign. You could be finished with the first round of officer training and another first round of renewals. You are already at 25% of your Distinguished Club program. October 1 to December 31st, before you reach the holidays, the club could achieve 50% of education awards, and 3 new members are recruited. That's 6 new members if we combine July 1st to September 30th, And if we combine 25% of education awards in July and 25% in October, you are halfway there. January to June 15th, I'm not saying June 30th, and you'll see why. January 1st to March 31st, 75% of education awards could be completed. 3 new members are recruited, or you can have a stretch goal, 5 new reinstated or dual members for Talk Up Toastmasters. This is another membership campaign. Second round of officer training is completed. Second round of dues renewals is also completed. Your club could be 75% to 85% there. Come April to June 15th, the reason I'm saying June 15th, I like to leave time to celebrate at the end of the year. You don't want to do things last minute. It does not create a fun environment. 100% of education awards could be completed. 3 new members are recruited. If you are not successful during the first few months, then you can have a stretch goal, 5 new reinstated or dual members for Beat That Law. It's always nice to get those ribbons from Toastmasters. This is a period, April 1 to June 15, where you could be electing new officers. You need succession planning and have a smooth transition and pass the baton to your officers. Hence, you need that leeway at the end. You don't want to be rushed. And the new officers must have that time to transition. This is another good resource. Toastmasters.org, the website, is your resource. This club quality checklist is similar to Moments of Truth. You could go through this checklist and check off whether is my club meeting its goals. This is an evaluation sheet. It's available on the Toastmasters website. Further resources, learn and understand the dashboard. You don't need to go anywhere. You log in on the Toastmasters website. You don't even need to log in. Toastmasters.org, the whole world can see how your district and how your club is performing. Keep track of how you're doing. Use the club leadership handbook as a resource. Experienced members could also be your resource. Your area director is another resource. The Toastmasters website. Use the search engine, and you can find many resources. You can learn a lot from that website. Challenges, of course, like life, nothing is easy. You must face challenges. That's what keeps it interesting. That's what keeps it. We are reinventing ourselves. We're getting out of our comfort zones. We're thinking, right? Absolutely, there are challenges with everything that we do. But the beauty of the 12-week year plan is that you have 3 12-week years within a year. 12 months, you can get those 12 weeks. The 13th week, leave it to celebrate. It's not just work, work, work. You must celebrate the wins, the little wins, the big wins, your members' accomplishments. It's very important. If the first 12 weeks did not work out and you still have, know that you still have the next 12 weeks to work through this without relying on the whole year. Not all is lost. It allows you to have a do-over, over and over. Embrace it, you will see the results. In summary, the 12-week year system, your club can achieve 10 out of the 10 President's Distinguished Goals in a supportive, safe environment with your members. It's all about member experience, the club foundation, it's all about teamwork. It's all about all of you having fun in your clubs. Ralph C. Smedley said it best, we learn best in moments of enjoyment. Fellow Toastmasters, here you are with the 12-week year system. What are you going to do with your 12 weeks? All the best, and thank you for this opportunity.